Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of 3 Points with Carroll College basketball. Second time here with Coach Rachelle Sayers. Rachelle, how are we doing?
We're good. We're ready to be back home. We had a long trip to Arizona. Got back about 2:30 in the morning on Monday. Well, Tuesday morning. Had a little film on Tuesday and practice today, and ready to go.
Yeah, obviously travel, always a super fun part of the college experience. But first things first, we're going to talk about the last games you guys played. Starting with MSU, I talked to you a lot about that game on the last episode. I'll make sure to attach plenty of footage and interviews we had after that, talking with Coach Trisha Binford. Really great opportunity for you guys. Obviously, great exhibition opportunity. But how did you feel like everything went in that one?
I thought it was great. It was so fun to have our alumni here, recognize them, celebrate 50 years of women's basketball, and just see how prideful those alumni were to be back here and kind of be back in their old stomping grounds and to get back together. So it was a super special moment. To have Montana State come to Carroll was big. And I thought the crowd was great. I thought the girls competed really hard, and it had been a great game to watch.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was great to meet some of the alumni. I got to meet some while I was there, and then you went down to Arizona. You played 2 games. First things first with Arizona Christian, a tough loss for you guys. Only 3 points. Kendall Keller did pretty well in that game, led the team in scoring. But I guess what did you see from that game?
Well, I thought offensively we played really well. We just could not get a basket to fall. I mean, we had 74 shot attempts, 20 plus offensive rebounds, and only turned the ball over 6 times, which has really been our Achilles heel in those first few games. And so we gave ourselves every opportunity to win. We didn't defend as well as I think this team can defend, but the girls battled. We got down double digits, battled back. Actually had a shot at the buzzer to tie it and take it to overtime. And so I was proud of their resiliency and their determination to keep fighting. Even when things weren't going our way. So I thought we're showing some definite signs of experience and maturity.
Yeah, and if you always have a chance to win it at the end or go to overtime, that's always great. Sometimes the ball just doesn't want to go in the basket. And then after that, a great bounce back for you guys. You beat Embry-Riddle. Jamie Pickens obviously did her thing. I guess, how'd you feel about ending the road trip on a W like that?
Well, it was critical to get a split on the road, to play 2 road games. Wasn't a classic. We played at both sites, and so getting that experience on the road, being able to turn the page and know we have things to work on, things we have to get better on, but be able to turn the page and get ready and focus for the next one. We had a pretty disappointed locker room. I mean, we had a lot of players that were really disappointed in losing that game at Arizona Christian. Sometimes that's hard to battle back after. And so for them to be able to refocus and know we have a job to do, we can't fix Arizona Christian right now, but we need to get this one. So that was a critical win for us.
And you talked about that senior leadership, a disappointed locker room. One player I want to ask you about in the last 2 games I talked about it, Kendall Keller. She led the team in scoring against Arizona Christian, second on the team in scoring against Embry-Riddle. And a player who's second year in the program for you guys, obviously first team All-Frontier. But what have you seen from her to start the year? And I guess what do you want to see Kendall continue to improve on and get better at?
Well, we've moved Kendall positions, so she's playing an entirely different position right now than she did a year ago. So not only is she only the second year in the program, after her first year just getting comfortable, first team all conference, I moved her to another team, or moved her to another position. And so every game she just gets more and more comfortable. I feel fully confident that that's a position she's going to be able to take over and lead us in. And you can see as each game progresses, she just is getting better and better. And so I felt like in Arizona, she had 2 great games, really controlled the tempo, controlled the ball, was very vocal, and was a great leader out there, and then scored. And so that was my big worry, is if we take her out of that scoring mentality, because she's so worried about making sure we're in the right stuff, making sure we're running things correctly, and she's controlling tempo, that we would lose her scoring. And I think, in Arizona, she really found that balance.
Yeah, definitely, and that'll be exciting to see for fans. A new position. Her seems like definitely already playing to the potential we know she has. Obviously, watching her play in high school and in college and everything like that. And then moving on, our second point is the upcoming games. First things first, you guys take on Stevens here at home at noon. It's going to be the elementary game, full of kids from the local Helena community. Just first things first, just how fun is that to have all the local kids come out?
Oh, it's an amazing experience. It's great for our players. It's great for those kids. We go into all the schools prior to this game and do school visits and present the champions of character. to them, and then we recognize the champion's character from their team. So we spent a lot of hours in preparing for this game. We were actually the first school in the state of Montana to bring the field trip game to a women's basketball game. It was something we used to do at Weber State, and when I got here, we started it, and I think Montana and Montana State both do it. I think Tech and Providence have jumped on board to do it, but we're super proud of the fact we started this, and it's been huge. And you know that we'll have over 2,000 students here from over 10 elementary and middle school, and it's a great environment.
Yeah, certainly, and I didn't know you guys started that. That's really awesome. Yeah, obviously a really good tradition all around the state. You're right, I've been to it at both MSU and UM, really fun. But Stevens, though, a really good basketball team. They started the year, they knocked off the number 2 team in the country. They're undefeated in NAIA. Their only loss is to a Division I team in an exhibition game. But they've only played in the state of Missouri, obviously from Missouri. So this is their first game in Helena, so that'll be super exciting. You guys have all the kids in here. It'll be a neutral site game, but just what are your expectations for this team?
Well, they're super athletic. They present a lot of problems there. They play really fast. They're aggressive. They press. They fly around. They really get a lot of their offense by the turnovers they create. And so taking care of the ball, controlling tempo, and being able to really rebound against them is going to be critical for us to have success in this game, because they present a lot of challenges.
Yeah, and that'll be fun. And just looking ahead to one more game, I don't want to look too far ahead, obviously. No, coaches, you like it one at a time. You guys will also go to College of Idaho, go to Idaho, take on College of Idaho and Caldwell there, I guess. What are your expectations for that road trip?
Well, again, it's another quick turnaround, so it's important. It's nice to have a veteran team to be able to understand that, you know, every game's a new game, every prep work is new prep, and so we'll play tomorrow. We'll hop on a plane at 5:50 a.m. Friday. We'll get down there for a quick practice and then get ready to play C of I on Saturday evening. And so pretty quick turnaround. We've seen them a little bit. They're a little bit smaller than us, so you know, assuming they're gonna try to pressure and fly around as well to try to offset the size. And so obviously we're gonna try to pound that thing in the paint.
You know, it seems like your team's going to face a lot of pressure throughout this first couple weeks of the season. But finally, another pressure question here. Number 3, always a fun question. A little similar to last episode's. But so let's say you guys are on the bus, you're driving somewhere, and there's a flat tire. There's a flat tire on the bus. You get off the bus, you're like, oh, this isn't good. Who on the Saints, maybe which players do you think could come out and help change the tire?
Change the tire.
Change the tire.
Oh, jeez.
I was having this conversation with my mom the other day, and I'm not sure if I could change a tire. So I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Ellie Denny again. She works on the farm. She's driving combines, and I think she could change a tire. I think Maddie Garris could change a tire, or she would fake it enough that I believe she could change the tire. Erica Nessen, I think she could change a tire. I think I'd grab those 3. I think those are the 3 that, and Isabel Erickson, I think she could probably change a tire. Those are probably my top gets of changing the tire.
That's a good group. Once again, Ellie Denny comes up. Seems some toughness there, and some senior leaders too, so that's great. Well, that's all I have from you, Coach Rachelle Sayers. Thank you for coming on this episode, and good luck this week.
Thank you.